Our life is a sum of relationships that we have. That is, when our relationships are going well, we feel good, we feel happy. On the other hand, if our relationships are not going that well, we feel a little lonely, we feel a little crappy, and hence it is important to have good relationships to have a good life and to feel happy and satisfied with your life. So let's discuss a few things that you can do to improve your relationships. Hi, hello, namaste, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new, hi, I'm Tanaya, and today we are going to talk about few habits that you can develop to have more strong and healthy relationships. And this video is applicable to every relationship that you have. Your relationship with your parents, with your siblings, with your friends, with your best friend, with your partner, anyone. These points can be applied to all of your relationships. So listen intently and let's just hop into it. The first thing that you can do is having more honest conversations. Now, before you skip this point, hear me out. I know that we all already know that having honest and clear and transparent conversations is very important. But do you know what comes in between of these honest conversations? Assumptions. We have a tendency to assume. I'll give you an example. Suppose you were about to meet your friend after a very long period of time, right? And then at the last minute, they call you up and say that they cannot come. And this might have happened second time in a row. Now this makes you assume that maybe they don't prioritize you, or maybe they don't like hanging out with you. You can have many different assumptions about the situation. Now the third time you go and meet them, when it finally happens, you will not only have a little bitterness inside you, but you will also avoid having that honest conversation because you will feel that your assumption is the truth. That is what happens, right? We assume something and we think that it is true. So when I say it is important to have honest conversations, it not only includes sharing your honest thoughts and feelings, but it also includes avoiding making assumptions because assumptions are just stories inside your head. They're not really the truth. So yeah, have honest conversations. Maybe try to do it in person. If not possible, then of course you can do it on a phone call or on a video call. And then lay your things out on the table. Lay your feelings, your thoughts on the table, and then allow the other person to put their own thoughts and feelings on the table about the particular situation, and then sort it out without any judgment. And this really helps in building strong and healthy relationships. The second thing that you can do is talking in a personified manner. This point is so underrated. All you need to do is talk to the other person using an I statement. Let's take the previous example. So your friend doesn't show up, right? Instead of saying, you don't respect my time, you don't care about me, you don't value my feelings, etc., etc., etc. Start saying, when you didn't show up, it made me feel like my time isn't valuable to you. It's just how I felt, right? So this way you are taking the responsibility for your feelings. You are holding yourself accountable for how you felt. You're not putting the blame on the other person. But at the same time, the other person now knows how you felt and now they have to take accountability for their actions. You see? Same situation, different ways of communication. And it makes such a huge difference because you're not blaming the other person for how you felt, but at the same time, you're holding them accountable for their own actions. So start using I statements and it will really help you out. Another thing that you can do is learning to appreciate the differences. Learn to be curious, not critical. Be willing to understand other person's point of view, and if you don't understand their point of view, then learn to respect it. You need to understand that everybody experiences life differently and everybody will have a different version of life in their head, right? And you need to learn to respect that and accept that. What matters more is, do your values and morals match? Let's try to understand this with another example. Say there are two friends. One is someone who doesn't believe in God and the other one is a strong believer, right? But they both equally believe in good karma, doing good deeds, and helping other people. So why does it matter? Does it really make a difference? Should they sit and argue with each other and try to convince the other one to either believe in God or not believe in God? Does it really matter? It doesn't, right? You just need to respect the other person's opinion, right? And just by doing this, you can create really healthy relationships. Another thing that you can do to build strong relationships is compromise. I know this word can be a little triggering and can be perceived negatively, but I don't mean you need to make huge kind of compromises. I don't mean you need to compromise your dreams or the things that you love. No. By compromising, I mean compromising in the little things. Compromising your time or compromising in your routine sometimes, right? Suppose your loved one had a rough day and all they need is someone to sit and listen to them, right? But you have a lot on your hands. You are very busy and you have a very hectic schedule. But still you give them time because you know it means a lot to them. So you prioritize your relationship and compromise your work a little. And that is how you make relationships work. And the last thing that I would suggest is learn how to love yourself. This is your anchor, this is your safe space. You need to learn to love yourself so that you don't need someone else to make you happy. You need to learn to love yourself so that you don't need someone else to make you feel special and important all the time. It's something that you act upon every single day, but it's important to learn to love yourself if you really want to have healthy relationships in your life. So yeah, that is all that I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Till then, lots of love, lots of warmth, and lots of blessings. Peace. Bye.